Lee and Cheryl are still on a mission to move to Spain. But so far, they've not found the right place to live. They turned down an offer to sell mobile homes in Andalusia.
More appealing.
If he's giving me a job, why do I have to pay him?
That, to me, is not good business. I'm sorry, but it's no good.
Never.
Right, on this one. Yeah.
I thought that was one.
They tried and failed to exchange their fishery in North Wales for an old Spanish farmhouse.
But there is no mention of any accounts or turnover.
Yeah, we didn't have any, actually.
Then Lee fell out with his caretaking manager.
All the weeds had been taken out of the pool, and of course he's cocked it all up.
And decided to sell the fishery for good.
So how the hell can I leave him to run this from Spain? So, to hell with it, I'll get rid of the place. It's crazy, absolutely crazy.
Lee and Cheryl are stuck at their fishery in North Wales, and the relationship between Lee and his manager Nick is going from bad to worse. Nick has worked on fish farms for 7 years, and with all his experience, he feels he's been getting a hard time from Lee.
Initially, when I came over here, it was on the basis that I'd have about 3 or 4 weeks here, and then Lee and Cheryl were going off to Spain. And for most of the time, I'd be here on my own, running the site and building the business up. But of course, once I got over here, that didn't happen. It's certainly been tricky. It's a challenge working with Lee. He's the sort of guy that wants things doing his way and isn't always prepared to take advice or listen to anyone else, and even if you've got a bit more experience in a certain field.
I think he thinks he knows a little better than me, because I'm a bit rough and ready, and he thinks that he's got a better education. He knows a bit more than me.
Things do get a bit heated.
I had a right humdinger with Nick last night, and basically he's not doing what... He just won't listen. There's no way on this planet he's listening to what I'm telling him.
It's a bit like the volcano going off, and then after the volcano's erupted, the lava dries and hardens, and then everybody gets on with everything.
So I've told him basically either do it my way or buck up or off. That's the way I've left it at the moment.
You get to a certain point where you've got to have a break away from it, and you can't get any further.
So Nick is on his way out. And the only solution for Lee and Cheryl, if they want to get back to Spain, is to put the fishery on the market. So adverts are placed, and it's not long before there seems to be someone interested in buying it.
Hello, who's that? Hello, Keith.
Keith is someone who's seen the ads and has called a few times about the fishery before.
Then you come to a place called Ceredigion. You can't miss it. You can't spell it, but you can't miss it.
But as yet, he's not come to visit it.
All right, about quarter of an hour, mate.
Okay, all right. See you later.
Speak to you soon. Bye-bye.
Okay then, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Could be quite an important day today.
It sure could. But I'll make Keith an offer he can't refuse, probably.
Well, I mean, he's buying the farm from you, isn't he?
Yeah, but I'll make him an offer he can't refuse.
So, you're going to throw Cheryl in as well, are you?
Yeah. No, I don't think she'd like to stay here.
No, I wouldn't.
So, keep your fingers crossed, kiddo. Yeah.
So, it's the moment of truth.
Oh, here's someone.
In a pre-devil fiesta?
Oh, well, you don't know.
All right, I'll go and see him.
He's already gone off him because of the car.
Well, he's going to think he can't afford it if he's driving around in an Enrage Fiesta, isn't he?
But they do say, don't judge a book by its cover.
You're either Keith or a fisherman.
That's it. How you doing? All right, nice to meet you.
You found it, all right?
Yeah, not
No.
too problem.
Well, there you go. What you see is what you get. right?
Yeah, we'll have a good old walk round and...
Time for Lee to start his sales pitch.
As I say, it's a beautiful spot here, it really is.
Gorgeous, isn't it, actually?
Lee's taking him around to have a look, see what he thinks. And fingers crossed that he'll like the place and want it. And then we can get on with our lives. If he doesn't like it, we've got to start all over again, basically. But if he does, then, you know, we can get on with it. And because Lee's desperate to leave, I'm desperate to leave. Because I can't take much more staying here. Between Lee and Nick and Lee and me, somebody's going to get killed.
So, what do you think so far?
Beautiful spot, isn't it, you know? Absolutely
really is.
Beautiful.
Lee fired Nick yesterday, I heard.
Yeah, it was just a case of buck up or ship out. Lee does know what he's on about, but unfortunately Nick is he's got a bit of a superior attitude and he thinks he knows better. And so Lee just exploded, he just had enough and said, look, this is not the way I want it done, this is the way I want it done. Do it my way or go away.
So, even more reason for a sale to go ahead. And although he's just been fired, Nick is carrying on with his work.
Who's that chap up there, by the way?
Oh, that's Nick. That's the guy that was running it for me.
Yes, would it be possible to actually keep him on it? Or
Well-
in that aspect of looking after all the fishery side?
Well, I don't
because
see why
I know
not.
nothing about it.
Well, Nick knows everything there is. So, I mean, yes, I have asked him if he'd be interested, and he did say yes.
Oh,
so.
OK, fair enough.
Oh, interesting, Lee. Suddenly backtracking, are we? And Cheryl's clearly in the dark.
I'm really hoping that this guy's genuinely interested, because then it won't matter that Nick's on his way out.
Oh, but it does. Finally, there's someone interested in buying the fishery, but with Nick, the person who's making it such an attractive purchase in the first place, having basically been told to pack his bags.
The overall picture's very nice, Lee, but what I'm interested in is actually developing the site, really. A full garden centre with a full designing and landscaping actually in process.
Well, so this end, runs itself anyway, so you'd rather look at the other end.
That's it. So it's actually like a package then. So
right.
it's a complete package.
So now there's a problem. Keith is not just interested, he seems positively smitten. But unless Lee can talk Nick round to staying, he might find himself having to turn down a cash offer.
You actually fired Nick yesterday, didn't you?
Yeah, we had a few words. I said either buck up or off, basically, because he was doing my head in.
If he's fired, how are you going to offer him up to Keith?
Oh, I'll go and talk him round, I'll pat him on the back and tell him what a nice guy he is, and
Well, I'd like to see that, Lee. Sound like you.
yeah, it's very true. It's not like me, but needs must and the devil will rise, so, as my gran would say.
I see.
Oh.
But you think Keith's going to go for it, do you?
I do, I really do. I think he's very, very interested. Nug, whichever.
Since Keith is unaware of any problem with Nick, Lee continues with the charade. And Cheryl still has no idea what's going
There's
on.
about 3 inches of hardcore put on top.
Well, they're certainly talking well. I'll keep out of it, though. He didn't want me interfering. I'm only a stupid woman, after all.
You'll undersell, won't you?
Well, exactly. I'll offer him a deal he can't refuse, probably.
You'd give it away, wouldn't you?
Absolutely, yeah. Go on, have it, no problem.
I mean, it goes on
Well,
and
at this
on and
rate,
on.
that might be the only way to get rid of it. Unless, of course, Lee speaks to Nick.
Right, come in, Keith, and meet my wife. This is
Hello, how'd you do?
this is Cheryl. This is
Hello,
Keith.
pleased to meet you. Right, yeah, fine, thank you.
Do you want a cup of tea?
Yes, please.
Right.
He's the same as
And
me.
milk.
He fell in love with it.
Did he?
Yeah, because you know how much I love it. We have arguments, you see, because half the time I don't want to sell it, and then half the time.
He does.
No, I'm very impressed.
Well, go on in and sit
Come
down.
in.
I'll make you a cup of tea,
Okay,
and then
thank you
we'll
very
have a little
much.
chat and see.
Thank you.
Looking good.
Seems to be going all right.
Yeah, he says he loves it just as much as Lee does. So.
It
Don't
sounds
know.
very jolly. They did seem very jolly.
They did, yeah. They were out chatting away. Fingers crossed. I'll just make a nice cup of tea now, hopefully.
Yeah, don't poison him, whatever you do.
Seal the deal.
And that makes up a
Double bed as well.
There we are, my
Okay,
dear.
thank you very much indeed.
You're
thank
welcome.
You.
I'll even let my Sky dish. You can have my telly, my Sky box, but
So, what do you think? Do you like
Yes,
what
I'm
you see?
actually very interested, actually, what
Oh.
I've seen today. I'm actually,
and how soon do you want to do it? If you
Well, I'd like to go away, actually, have a think about it and view it again and
No
make a
problem.
decision there.
All right, no problem at all. Anytime you want.
Okay.
So, a serious buyer at last for the fishery.
Can you believe it?
No, not really. Not
Little
really.
bit. Well, he hasn't actually said he'll have it yet, has he? So he's going to have a think about it and ring us back. That was the only... He was like, oh, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to have a think about it. And I thought, oh, no.
Still, at least they're in with a chance. It looks like Lee and Cheryl have found themselves a buyer for their fishery in North Wales. But it all hinges on their manager, Nick, staying on to help out. And unfortunately, Lee fired him yesterday and must now swallow his pride and ask Nick if he'll stay on and work for Keith. And this will mean working for Lee until the deal goes through, which could be a while.
Yeah, we don't want to take too much out, mind.
Right.
I keep it to about 3 foot all the way around.
And then they've got plenty of places to hide then, haven't they?
Well, no, it's not that, Nick. This is too shallow.
Lee is
And then
stalling.
When the weather gets a bit warmer now, there's no...
It's part of the deal. Keith doesn't know anything about fisheries. He needs to have Nick on board to help him, because Keith's going to be very busy doing all this garden centre stuff and all the rest of it, so he needs him to run the fishery. There's not much smiling going on. There's a lot of talking and, you know, moving of the arms and things, so... But he's got to be nice to him, so...
Doesn't really suit him, does it, being nice to him?
Goes right against the grain. Totally out of character. Bet he's not enjoying it. Nick's nodding. He's nodding. He's agreeing with him over something, so that looks good.
His speech over, Lee seems to have got Nick back in the fold, and so the deal with Keith could be on. 2 days later, Keith's back at the fishery, but he still hasn't made up his mind whether to buy or not.
I'm not so nervous now. The thing is, he's come back for a second look, so it's got to be good news, hasn't it?
So, what's the verdict?
He's not glaring, he's not glowering, so...
Yeah, I'm very impressed, so I think we're going to do a deal today, Lee. Sold.
Good luck to you.
Nice.
Job dead. There you are.
Thank you very
Okay,
much.
Cheryl, all the very best.
You have made me a very happy
Have I?
There you are.
I was quite sure you were going to say yes.
So I'd like to present you with this little memento.
What's this?
A secret which I had specially commissioned Jordan.
Joking. So
I'm
you
not.
knew all along you were going to buy it.
That's to you, that is actually off me.
Oh, Keith.
The nut-
Thank you.
And that's
oh,
all
look.
hand carved, that. It's
That
actually the
is
etching on the glass.
Beautiful.
He's even signed it as well there.
Lee and
Here we are.
Cheryl, good luck in your new venture from Dragonfly Fishery.
That's even got a little tiny dragonfly there as well.
That's lovely.
There we are.
Oh, thank you very much.
That's an even
That's
engraved
worth
it
some
for
money
you.
then.
Oh, look out, you'll be putting it on eBay.
Oh, thanks ever so much.
Oh, it's definitely a deal done now, isn't it? Oh, look at that.
Look at that.
Fantastic.
With the selling of the fishery now in the hands of the lawyers, Lee and Cheryl waste no time in getting back to Spain.
Here we go.
The pressure's really on now to sort themselves out here. And their latest Spanish estate agent, Julio, has come up with a villa for them to rent, as well as a piece of land to buy that they could build on.
So we're off again. Thank God.
Oh, this is more like it, isn't it?
Not a Welsh valley in sight.
No.
So what are the plans now, Lee?
Well, if you've got a piece of land with a ruin on it, you can instantly build on it. You don't need planning permission, you just go straight ahead and build. And of course, to live there, we just slap a mobile home on.
Knowing him, what he'll want to do is sell it then and look for another piece.
So how long would you stay there then, do you think?
Oh, if we could do one a year, that will do us.
One a year? Well, you can look for a new piece of land every year.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This is the plan. If we do one a year, I keep Shell in the manner she's become accustomed.
What, in a caravan?
Exactly.
In a mobile home.
That doesn't sound exactly my ideal.
So you'll spend the rest of your life, really, in a mobile home watching something being built?
More than probably. but I'd rather live on a building site in Spain than a completed property in UK. So I, you know, take the rough with the smooth, basically.
So, time for the first viewing.
Hello. How are you, Julio? It's a long time since we saw you.
Nice to see you again.
And you?
Nice to see you again too. Pleased to see you.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you very much.
Is this the land?
No, it's not actually here. It's across the river, just behind those big trees.
Ah, right.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Here we have one fence on the left-hand side. On the right-hand side, there is another fence that marks the other boundary.
Right. And what are the white marks on the trees there? Then?
They're going to cut them down because they're going to put a road there.
Ah.
It won't be a main road. I mean,
Just a
modern.
small.
Just a small road.
Right.
So if you like, we can have a look
Okay.
at it.
Okay.
It's a lovely flat piece of land.
Yes, it's very flat, as you can see. It's not a proper house, it's just
No.
for materials.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good enough for Shell then, because she's not used to living in a house.
Okay.
It is a lovely plot. This is nice and level, and it's, you know, it's got the main things: water and electricity.
Do you know yet how much it is, Lee?
We don't, I don't think, do we?
don't.
No.
We're not quite sure.
So what is it?
How much is it?
It's 126,000 euros.
Which is about 86,000 pounds.
Yeah, and don't forget that we can still negotiate on the price.
Yeah, but
We can even get it cheaper.
You like this,
I
don't
like
you?
it. I like that,
You
yeah.
like
Now,
this.
this is a place especially for you, Lee.
This is definitely made
sounding
for me.
good.
Definitely, yeah.
So you wheel and deal everything here.
That'll do everything, all in ready.
This
Thank
is
you very
what
much.
you wanted. This is what you liked about Spain in the first place.
Yeah,
wasn't
this
it?
is utopia to me. And of course,
You could see the smile going across his face as Julio was talking.
cash is king. Cash is definitely king. I like the idea. I really do. It's gets better all the time, I think.
So it looks like Lee is keen to buy this piece of land. And now it's off to see a villa they can rent to live in the meantime.
Well, this is very nice.
So this is somewhere you might rent.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this will do for me, Tommy.
Very impressive.
I like it because it's quiet.
You better go first. Get all excited
Oh, she's
now.
all excited. All excited.
Well, yeah, it's lovely so
You can have
far.
another house. You can have another house.
Yeah, for a short while.
Well,
Oh,
Okay. There he is, the owner.
right.
Sitting, ready for us. Hola. ¿Qué tal?
Hola.
This is Shell, my wife, and I am Lee. Pleased to meet you, Salvador.
Okay.
Okay,
So you want
so-
to have a look around?
It looks-
And then we can have a look inside the
Yes,
house.
Okay.
fine. Cracking.
It's perfect.
Completely fenced all the way around, look.
You've got another small terrace here.
Oh, that's
You
nice.
can see.
Oh, well, this is where you spend most of your time.
Yeah, I would say.
Absolutely perfect. You've done us proud, Julio. This is
Yeah, thank
okay.
you.
But you haven't actually seen inside yet, Lee.
Well, that doesn't matter. That's not important.
What do you mean it's not important? You have to live here.
No, Shell has to live inside. I don't need to see inside. Cheryl does, but I will come and have a look anyway.
Yeah, I think it is material, yes.
Why?
We should check that there is a, you know, a cooker, for instance.
Well, I'll be cooking
a shower,
outside.
a
I'll be
shower.
a shower, right?
Yes. Oh, nice and cool. Yeah, very nice.
Oh, this will do for me, Tommy. Yeah,
Big,
done.
isn't it?
Job done.
Job done. Check the shower first, just in case.
Oh,
Well, you
dear.
know you can't get in and out of a bath. All right.
Right. I must check out the shower because
Well, you can't get in and out
we
of a
got
bath.
we got a BD and we got a toilet. That'll do.
Right.
The only problem is,
See?
well, it's not a problem. It's not a problem. The only problem I got is I've got to fix this up. So, Julio, would you ask him if he would mind if I put a runner there?
I think there will be no problem. It's
Okay.
just a matter of asking him.
On a runner, on a slide, that's all. Not a problem.
This is more than adequate and it's very comfortable. So the quicker we can move in here, the better. Excellent. Job done, as Lee would say.
Though I dread to think what they're going to do with all those guns.
Ready when you are.
Gracias.
Still,
Thank you very
seems everyone's happy with the deal.
It'll be just like this when we go.
Good one.
So, enthused by the uncharacteristically positive way things are turning out, Lee and Cheryl can't resist taking one more look at the piece of land they want to buy.
What's that noise? I hear a lot of dogs barking. I wonder what that was.
Well, let's have a look.
Let's go
All
see.
right.
Just you think that the noise is coming from that way.
Somewhere up
Sort
this
of coming over
direction.
that direction, yeah.
I wonder if you knew what was next door.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
a driveway here, look. Oh, so this is ours. We'll stick to ours, should we? Or should we
Well,
go?
let's go on the drive.
You sure?
Oh dear.
Oh,
What on earth is this?
Well, maybe it's not that quiet a place after all.
how come we didn't notice it earlier?
I don't know. Perhaps they were all asleep.
Oh,
I can't handle this.
well, it's not just
I
the
don't know.
noise,
It's
but
a
I don't
puppy
like the
farm or
thoughts.
something. I
Yeah.
don't know. No, I don't want to forget it. I can't handle that. And they're in that other building as well.
Oh, dear me. Obviously, they're making a lot of noise now because we've come near them.
Yeah, but I couldn't handle that. There's no way.
What about if we built a wall?
Oh, Cheryl, don't even think about it.
You don't fancy that, do you?
No, sorry.
Oh, dear me.
Don't want to know.
Oh. And he's gone off now. That's blown that now then.
That was a bit of a surprise.
Yeah, disappointment.
I think to all three of us, to be honest, I don't think Julio was prepared for it either.
I couldn't handle that. No way. If you put a 10-foot high wall or whatever, I just couldn't handle it.
So you think you'd have gone for this if it wasn't for that? What you
Definitely.
Well,
And
yeah, we did really quite like it. It's a massive piece of ground and it's beautiful trees and
as Julio said, it's open to negotiation anyway. We can move the house and put it anywhere we want on the plot. It's just perfect. It really is. It's flat. It's lovely. There's water.
Yeah.
It's perfect. They're going to put a road there, which only adds to the value. You know,
there they go again.
Shame it.
it's the best one that you've found, Julio. This really is.
So, it's not going to be,
It's very...
which means we're back to square one yet again. In the next programme, Lee and Cheryl finally pack up and leave the fishery for good.
I'll probably regret it one day.
Oh, come on, let's go, quick.
Back in Spain, Lee comes up with a new money-making scheme that he puts to his old friend Sir David.
Where you were going to put your golf course,
Yeah,
we could put a couple of mobile homes on there.
be a bit of an eyesore, wouldn't it?
However, Lee is not one to be put off easily and eventually finds his ideal piece of land.
Yeah, it's perfect for snails there. Perfect.
But he seems to have forgotten one small thing.
Well, it's a simple question. Where would
An
we
80
live?
square metre warehouse.
Oh, no, we don't want to live in a warehouse. No, no, no.